Good day and welcome to Creative Writing Class. Have you ever wondered what goes on behind the scenes at the theater? How the actors make those costume changes so fast? Beyond the actors and the script, the many aspects of technical theater work together to create the oftentimes magical worlds that appear on stage. In this lesson, we will discover the major elements of technical theater as well as briefly address major historical periods that made technical theater what it is today. What is technical theater? Technical theater, sometimes called stagecraft, involves all visual, mechanical, and auditory production aspects of theater that supplement the acting, writing, and directing. Stagecraft is made up of about 5 primary elements, though sometimes these are broken down into subcategories. These are scenery, lighting, costumes, props, and sound effect. Many aspects of technical theater can be traced to the ancient Greeks. The Renaissance period in Europe made major innovations to technical theater that paved the way for modern usage. The first element is scenery. Scenery is the construction of 2- and 3-dimensional scenic elements and the ways that those elements are rigged, hung, flown in, or nailed down. The scenery is sometimes referred to as a set. During the Renaissance period, theater moved from outdoor spaces to indoors. Scenic artists began painting scenery to depict more specific locations and use perspective drawing to capture the depth of landscape or street scenes. By the 19th century, scenic artists were trying to capture much more realistic representation of the world on stage that would communicate the location and the mood or atmosphere of the play. The next is lighting. Stage lighting today consists of hanging and focusing large number of lights in front, behind, below, and to the side of the stage to illuminate the actors and to create various atmosphere. From ancient Greek theater through the Middle Ages, the theater relied on the natural lighting of the sun. Near the end of the 16th century, theater makers turned to candlelight to allow performers to take place later in the evening. More candles would be placed in the chandeliers above the stage and in front of the audience. Candles gave way to oil lamps in the 17th and 18th centuries. Meanwhile, gas lighting developed in 1800s, a major innovation that led to a much wider variety of lighting. Gas lighting used quicklime, a type of mineral that when heated to a certain temperature would begin to illuminate. They also began using lenses and reflectors to direct this light toward the stage and to focus in on particular areas. By the end of the 19th century, electric light bulbs began to replace gas lighting. Modern stage lighting uses a variety of electric light bulbs, lenses, and reflectors, including moving reflectors, that create a wide array of effects on stage. The next element is costume. Costume, sometimes called wardrobe, is anything that the actors wear on the stage. 2 subgenres of wardrobe include makeup and wigs. Costumes are meant to help convey information about the character, such as age and status, and also give us insight into the character's personality. Ancient Greeks typically wore long robes and added masks for costumes. The next is props. It is short for properties, which are crucial design elements for stage productions. Anything that an actor handles, carries, or manipulates that is not attached to the walls or floors is considered a stage prop. Because actors interact with props, they are also elements that the audience often pays close attention to. They are highly visible and equally important to storytelling. Stage props are broken into different categories. The first is set props. Set props include furniture and large-scale elements that may be moved by an actor or technician during the show. This second category of properties is set dressings. Set dressings include items such as wall art, window curtains, and shelves of books. These items are decorative in nature and are not typically handled during the performance. The final category is the hand props. Hand props are handled by performers and can almost be anything from something as simple as pencil or a mani to something more complex like a weapon to anything in between. The last one is sound effect. A sound effect is any artificial reproduction of sound or sounds intended to accompany action and supply realism in theater. The use of sound effects can completely transform a production because it gives emphasis on actors' voice in speech while delivering dialogue. Today, most sound effects are recorded, which provide greater realism and allow for the production of an almost limitless range of effects with no need of bulky sound producing devices. Again, those are the technical elements in theater: the scenery, the lighting, costumes, props, and sound effects. And these elements are equally important and plays vital role in stage production.